Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is İpek. Today I am going to talk about my favorite TV shows in 2022. The first one is of course the House of the Dragon. I've been waiting it for so many years now. I was obsessed with Game of Thrones. I read all of the books. So let me be clear to you. When I first saw that Matt Smith cast as Daemon Targaryen, I was like, what the fuck? He didn't seem so handsome to me, to be honest. But boy, I was wrong. Like in the show, in the 4th episode and stuff, I was like, oh my god. He's like very cool. I always tell my friends that in 2 episodes he doesn't have any lines. He's just like leaning and staring and intimidating people. Like he's so cool, and I'm such a silly person because I always love bad boys. That's my problem. So that was definitely the thing for 2022. I discovered Succession in this year. Ever since I heard this intro music, I was hooked. Like, this is a beautiful music, the piano. At first I was like, what kind of family is that? Like, come on. You know, as much as I try, I'm not in anyone's team because I believe Roman is kind of a moron, and the big brother is like completely more moron. And when you see Kendall, you're like, okay, that's my man, but he is really always pissing with his dad, and everybody's saying that their dad is like the worst person in the world, and I agree, but he has business genius. These kids don't. And there's this bitch called Ship, and she is like really a bitch. Sometimes I understand her, but she's like really loveless person. Like, who does say that she wants open relationship in the wedding night? Like, come on. Really interesting show, and I think it like House of the Dragon, but without the magic and stuff, without the dragons. I predict the end of Game of Thrones. I was like, nobody's gonna sit on that throne because that's all it's about, and I'm saying it again that nobody's taking over in the end. Mark my words, because I don't believe that in the family there is a person like capable of doing stuff that Logan did. This year's surprise was Kakegurui Twin. I watched the anime, movie, and also read the mangas, but I didn't know there's another manga called Twin, so it was definitely a surprise for me, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much that I watched another round of Kakegurui itself. So there's a show called Derry Girls. I love it. The high school shows are one of my weaknesses, and this one was really funny, and I've been waiting it. After I watch season 3, I go back to episode 1 of season 1 and watch it all over again. Another show that I love is Young Royals. Season 2 was in this year. I really enjoyed it. After I watch season 2, of course I go back to season 1 and watch it again. I cannot believe the chemistry the leads have. Like, it's crazy. I've never seen a gay couple more intense in my life. I just love it. They have this insane chemistry, and I think it's really enough for you to watch this show. I watched Wild season 2, and recently I learned that there's not gonna be a 3rd season. I was like, why? Why do you do that, Jeff? I really enjoyed it. You should definitely go check that out, but know that there will be no season 3. Okay, so one of the saddest moments in show business this year that Grayson and Frankie did end after 7 or 8 seasons. Of course, they are like old. I understand that. I think there could be another season, but I don't know if there is anything about their health situations or what. When I first subscribed Netflix, this was the first show I watched. I know that I said this year was House of the Dragons year, but Euphoria was really good as well. I noticed that it literally became my playlist. I listen Labyrinth all the time because of this show. I love it so much, and I love 2nd season more than first one. I always tell my friends like, you should watch Euphoria, you should watch Euphoria. They were like, we don't want to watch high school series, but come on, it's Euphoria. Everybody's talking about in Instagram, in TikTok, Maddie, you fucking dumb bitch. Another show that I discovered this year was Killing Eve. I only watched season 1 and I was like hooked. I love it. About Stranger Things, you know, I watched the whole thing until the 4th season. I always like, it's cool. It's not of a big deal. I was a dark fan. I was more into that. Stranger Things always like a little childish to me, but in season 4 it was great. And then I go back to season 1 episode 1 and watched it all over again. It was crazy good. Another show from Netflix called Our Blues. It's a K-drama, but it was one of the best that I watched this year. There are a group of high school friends, and after 20 years there's this island. They live there. Some of them went out to big cities like Seoul, but they came back from time to time and they start, you know, seeing each other again. It was really cool, and actually when it finished I kind of cried, like not like, you know, but like so good, so emotional. When it finished, there is a line in the screen, life is worth living no matter what the circumstance is, like don't feel bad for anything. And it was a journey to me, at least I love it. Another show I discovered this year was Heartbreak High. I'm not actually into Vogue shows. I don't find them realistic most of the time, but this one was really good. It was real, you know, their relationship with each other kind of hooked me up. But the last one is His Dark Materials from HBO. I think it's a very beautiful show. It's an adaptation from a book. I think it's a great show. James McAvoy also plays in it. Not so many people know the show. I don't know why. I believe it's like really a good show. You know, The Wheel of Time. I am 50-50. The casting is sucks. Come on. Like The Dragon Reborn is okay, but the rest of them, and of course my baby Gone Girl, I'm not talking about her, but the other ones I didn't find it interesting. Also The Rings of Power, I watched 3 episodes and I fall asleep. I love Lord of the Rings. I mean, I'm a fan. The show is not really interesting to me at all. I am watching currently The Watcher from Netflix, from Ryan Murphy, the one with American Horror Story, which I love. This show is really good. Right now I'm in the last episode of season 1. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 2. Hello everybody again. After I made part 1 of this video, I continue to watch shows. I wanna add 2 shows. First one is White Lotus. Currently I am at season 1 and everybody says that season 2 is even better. I really enjoyed season 1 so far. Actually I was kind of obsessed with it. As today I should have seen all of them, but I couldn't continue because the reason I'm doing this part right now is Alice in Borderland season 2 came to Netflix a couple of days ago and I watched all of them. After I watched season 1, I started reading the manga. I finished. It was so beautiful. I wanna be honest with you guys. The first episodes, it was kind of a bore. Story was progressing very slowly. Actually, I skipped some parts. I think it's better. Even better than Squid Game, because in Squid Game it's all about the movement, like the pace. The games are so fun, but it doesn't really have a deep meaning behind all of these games and stuff. It's just a thrill. However, in Alice in Borderland, it has this deeper meaning, like what am I living for? What is my purpose in life? Is it really okay for me to live knowing that some other people suffer? In what circumstances should I keep living? Because of that, I really enjoyed this season as well. Also, I love the manga. After I watched the last episode, I cried guilty. I'm not really crying in emotional movies or series, but sometimes even a song brings me tears. In that department, I am very emotional. To summarize it, I think it was one of the best shows of 2022. It was really good. So that is all everybody for this video. I hope you'll have a wonderful year next year. All your dreams come true. So thank you for watching. I love you. See you in another video. Bye.